Good morning, gents, and a couple of ladies, as has been shown in comments previously, the videos. Today I'm going to show you a very rare thing. It is a vintage safety razor with 5 blades. Kind of like the modern, like Mach 3, Mach 4, Mach 5, Mockingbird? No. Anyway, so this is a vintage razor that I happened to find that has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 blades. I'm going to show them all to you now. This isn't one razor. I'm going to shave with 5 vintage razors today on the show. This isn't really a show, is it? Here's the razors we're going to do in ascending order from date. A Gillette, built in 1918, open comb. Another Gillette, made in 1949, a twist to open, non-adjustable. Let's see, where's the next one? The Gillette Executive Fat Boy in gold. I think this is 1958. My everyday razor, the Gillette Fat Boy, the normal one, not the Executive, in grungy, greenish, it was like this when I got it, guys. I clean it when I need to. That was from 1960. And finally, another vintage Gillette from 1966, twist to open, adjustable. I don't remember the exact name of this model. Please tell me in the comments if you do. It's been a while since I researched it. So I'm going to shave with each one of these today. And I'm going to put a little water on my face first. And I'm going to shave with the brush and the Pro Raso. Actually, it's the C.O. Bigelow that you can get at Bed Bath & Beyond. It's the same stuff. So I've already put the razor blade into the 1918. And let's put the twist to open 1949. We'll put that one in. And the reason I'm using all these blades, I'm not being wasteful, don't worry, I will use them for more than just one shave, is that I've ordered some feather blades because these are the Israeli Persona. And it must have been a bad batch because there were a lot of them that were dull or were like warped. And so I bought some new ones. These are the last 5 of these Israeli Personas that I've got. And so I'm going to use these up. Like I said, I'll use them all more than just this one shave. And so here's the Daily Driver Fat Boy that I use and has been seen in other videos. And finally the 1966, which is my most recent purchase. I got it at a vintage store. All right, I like the twist to open because I don't feel like I'm going to cut my fingers like I do on the old 1918 where you got to take it off and gingerly hold it by the edges. And so let's wet the brush here. I've got some hot water and put a little bit more on my face. Hold on. All right. Got the old brush. It's not a very expensive one. It's the same one in the other video. I got it at Target, I think, for like $8 or something. Then I'm going to put it over the top like I do toothpaste instead of using a bowl. Please, if you like using bowls and soaps, please do, because I've used it before, but for like my everyday shaving, I like to just put it on there like toothpaste. And then I'll kind of put a little bit more water on the brush. Make sure I get a good lather. Yeah, so I figured this is a good way to prepare myself for the feather platinum blades I'll be getting in the mail. You can get about 50 of them, a pack of 50 feather blades for I think $14. That should last me a good long while. Feather blades, if you're not familiar with them, are supposedly the sharpest and finest, best-made Japanese blades that you can get. Okay, let's start off with the oldie first, and we'll just do different parts of my face. I'll just make it up as I go along. 1918, open comb. Just kidding. And I'll see what the difference is in the different eras. What I'd like to know is, who bought these razors brand new in each of the years that they were made? That's what I want to know. All right, so there's the 1918. Let's go with the 1949 for this side. This one feels less aggressive than the 1918, that's for sure. It doesn't have the open comb. And I bought most of these off eBay. Okay, there's the 1949. Let's use the 58 Executive for the mustache. You can hear the... Now on the twist opens, I put them all on a setting of 8. So on the 3 adjustable twist opens, I've got it on 8. You can hear the whiskers being cut down by these historical razors. All right, here's the Fat Boy, the 1960. Cleaning it off as I go, flipping it around as one side gets clogged. Okay, and then the 66, adjustable for the bottom part of the neck. Wow, it's much lighter than compared to the Fat Boys, and the handle's a lot thinner. Feels much different and lighter. I noticed that I bought a razor from 1970, and as the years went along, Gillette started making their razors cheaper and thinner and lighter and more flimsy until, you know, we started getting those disposables when they weren't meant to last more than 1 or 2, or, you know, if you're in college, you make it last 25 shaves, and by the time you're just scraping your skin with these dull plastic, supposedly disposable blades. So that one feels, even though it looks pretty, you can tell the difference in the thickness between the Fat Boy and that one. See, it's a little bit thinner. Even the head's thinner. So that one feels good, but the Fat Boy to me still feels the best. I'm gonna rinse off and then reapply for the second pass. I think I'm gonna do 2 passes today. As I said, this is a Badger. It's not a very expensive. I don't like the boar's hair brushes. They're a little too stiff for my taste. I like the Badger, and one of these days I'll get one of the fancy super fine ones. But for now, stick to the old Target special, which, you know, is accessible to everyone. And now that they've got these new micro touch razors, that's kind of a cool thing. I don't know how well they're built, but just kind of getting people interested in the idea of shaving with a disposable, shaving with a safety razor again. I think that's kind of a cool idea. So let's go in reverse order and start with the 66 adjustable. Oh, there's a big difference on the second pass. It's much smoother. Still feels very light in the hand, this one. It'd be interesting to try one of those micro touch razors that the Pawn Stars guy is hawking. Why is he selling? How did they go, you know, we got this safety razor, who can we use to sell it? A Pawn Stars guy. I guess because he's popular, right? Okay, that was the 66. Let's use the 1960 on this side. Much smoother now in the second pass. Actually, I should be going across the grain. I forgot. Let's do this. If you do it real lightly, you can even do it without a bunch of soap on your face. If you just do across the grain. Let me go back to the 66. Because on my real light, just let the weight of the razor do the work. The Executive. Wait a minute. Executive did the mustache last time. Let's let him do good in here. There you go. Executive privilege. Get the part that's the hardest and the most prone on me to nicks and cuts. Yeah. I think if Gillette is smart, and if like something like the 1949, if the micro touch safety razor starts to take off and Gillette sees it, maybe they'll think about re-releasing some of these classic vintage razors that people are collecting on eBay. You can get them, you know, for cheap. You can get them for like, you know, $10, $20, $30. I've never spent more than about $30 on one of these vintage razors. The Fat Boys go for a lot of money on eBay, but every now and then you get lucky, like with this old grungy one I got. I think it was like 20 bucks. Back to the old 1918, the oldest one in the book. Now, the great thing about the 1918, it's got such a slim head that it really gets under my nose easily, as opposed to the Fat Boy, which I have to like do like a little angle thing. But yeah, so the open comb, as on this 1918, is a more aggressive shave, meaning there's more of the blade showing, and you feel more of it. It's not as smooth as the ones with the safety bars like that, which are not open. And there's all kinds of videos to learn about this sort of shaving on YouTube, and I suggest you check them all out. And I tell you what, let me wash off. That's pretty good. There's a little bit of roughness here, so here's what I'll do with a ketchup little thing right here. I'll just do a little bit right here. A little pickup on the bottom. I won't even go over my face again. But I wouldn't recommend shaving with 5 different safety razors if you have them, especially because it seems like a waste of blades, even though it's not. I'm going to be using them all later. Don't worry, I'll take the blades out of them and use my favorites, the Fat Boy, the Daily Driver, as I keep calling it. All right, let's get the old, since this is the aggressive one, let's go along the jawline. Can you hear that? Still some whiskers there. All right, so get rid of that one. 1918, 1949. You can even hear it there, I think. I don't know if you can hear it or not. Okay, and then we'll go, if your skin can take it, if it's not too sensitive, you can go against the grain. I've used this one the least since I bought it because it was in such good condition. I didn't want to tarnish it, but once a good cleaning, after shaving, it'll be fine. Go up. I'm going up. If your face can take going against the grain, do it, but also be very careful. And don't shave over one patch of skin too much or you'll get razor burn. A lot more easily with a safety razor than with one of the disposables or one of the multi-blade cartridge razors. Yeah, you can hear the whiskers that are left being cut by the executive. All right, there we go. It's not baby smooth. To get that way, I have to always sort of go over a spot a few times and from a few different angles, but I'm not going to do that this morning. I just wanted to show you what it's like to shave with a multi-blade safety razor. 5 blades in all. Hey Gillette, we don't want your 25 blades anymore. We just want 1 blade. 1 blade is good, it works great. Look at these things, you built these. This thing is almost 100 years old now. And it's still being used to this day. It's still nicking faces across this country. Is there a little bit of a nick? There's a tiny, right? Can you see that? Yeah, a little bit. So what I do is turn the water to cold. Splash up on my face. And usually the cold water will close up your pores and stop any little minor nicks that you might get in your face. But yeah, I think that last against the grain thing, or across the grain with the 1918 gave me a tiny nick, but other than that, it's fine. So put some cold water in your face, towel it off, and like I said, I recommend to you, as I have in other videos, to become use a safety razor instead of the expensive. I'm gonna put some of this Everyman Jack shaving lotion on. Let me show you what it looks like. You can also buy this at Target. And it's cheap, it's like $5. It smells like peppermint, and will do your skin a favor afterwards, because really what you've been doing is dragging a sharp blade against your skin, and it'll take a little bit of that skin off and some of the oils, so to replenish that. Use an aftershave, but use whatever you like. I know in previous videos I used Barbasol as like almost an emergency measure thing. You know, you can use that. If your face can handle that and it doesn't dry you out too much, use it. It doesn't hurt me. I know that some people are more sensitive to it. This is the CO Bigelow, which is also the same thing as Pro Raso shave cream. You can use a puck of soap, you can use a bowl, you can get into it, because it is really once you start shaving like this and using these sorts of razors and these sorts of implements and soaps and creams. It's not a daily chore anymore. It feels like it's more of I'm not going to say an art form because that sounds pretentious. It's more enjoyable. It's more enjoyable. It's cheaper. You can get 100 blades. Like I bought 100 of these Israeli blades. Now there are a few duds, but out of 100 there may have been 5. That was like 12, 15 bucks on Amazon. The feather's more expensive. I only got 50 for $14. But check out Amazon.com for all the German-made razors if you want to buy new ones. They make fantastic new razors. If you want to buy vintage razors, check out eBay. Go on YouTube. There's tons of other wet shavers showing you how to use safety razors. There's Mantic 59. There's Geo Fatboy. All those guys are like the gurus of this style of shaving. And that's it. I hope you enjoyed it. And if you have any questions or comments, put them below. And I'll see you next time.